Hey guys, welcome back to the Vid-Bits. I'm Bray, and today we're going to be continuing our journey into the lands between. This time I think we're headed to Atlus Plateau. I had to take a couple days off because I just wasn't really feeling, I wasn't feeling motivated, and that was the first time in a while I didn't feel motivated to play Elden Ring, so I figured it was probably best if I took a little break. We already opened up the Grand Lift because we had to go up to Atlus for some reason. I think it was for some sort of weapon that chat was requesting that I get. But we have already acquired the 2 medallions that we need to go up the lift. A little bit of ASMR. This game really does remind me of Zelda. For some reason, I can't help but think of like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, just because some of the discovery and like the open world aspects are kind of like that. I feel like. Not too much, but I'm just excited to finally be working towards, a different area. We came here briefly, but that was just to get the Moon Veil, which was the sword that chat requested, which took a long time. But we also got it way earlier than intended, so that makes sense. It's really cool how their axes form that little symbol. Alright. It's been a little bit, so I need to kind of get reacclimated. I played Sekiro and it kind of messed me up because the way you play Sekiro is not at all the same way that you play a Souls game or even Elden Ring. Like, you have to parry, and then you have to stance break, which, man, Sekiro is probably the hardest game I've ever played. I will totally concede to that I think that might be the most difficult game I've ever played. In complete honesty. It's just so damn hard. Like, it'll be something I feel like I get to and prioritize eventually. I just think it's gonna be like one of the last Souls-like games that I play or finish, because I'd rather go back and try to beat Dark Souls 2 again than play that. Just because of how difficult it is. Alright, so we've got the map for Atlus Plateau now. I don't know how we could have missed that last time. Now, I'm not entirely sure where this guy is. I do think he's the next boss to fight, though. Hope you're all doing well. Here, let me see. Ancient Dragon Lansseax? Lansseax? I don't know how you say that. L-A-N... Alright, yeah. Where is he? He's a great enemy boss. Okay, he's right next to the tree. Like here. I do believe. So I guess we just continue up the road. I'm enjoying this build so far. I like Dex intellect. Oh, and obviously, like, You do, it's like dex strength with like a minor in intellect, I guess. I think I might have enough to upgrade my flask now. Flasks, add charge. Oh, it's 3 golden seeds now? Holy shit. Yeah, never mind. Oh shit. That was almost bad. I feel like there will likely be a boss here at this Erdtree. There seems to have been pretty consistently before. What the hell is that? I guess we just keep going out this way. Dad needs to learn to mute his phone. You'll never catch me having a phone notification on stream. Alright. Welcome back, Maru. Hope you're doing well. Glad to see ya. I've been having a lot of fun in Elden Ring. I had to take a couple days off, though. Just to not get burnout. And like I said, it didn't help that a couple days prior for Game of Day May 31, I played Sekiro, and that game just absolutely beat my ass. Damanula. Oh, I am certainly savoring the experience. Huh. They're having a good time. This is surely the happiest place that I've been to so far. Yeah, I'm not gonna kill. Once I realized that they didn't attack me when I walked by. They're kind of, it's kind of cute, I'm not gonna lie, like they're all having such a good time. Yes, I hath returned, Rusty Bucket. I am back. The pot-headed samurai. Ah! Leave me alone! Please! Good puppy. Holy shit. Well. Godskin Apostle, eh? That guy? Okay. If he wants it. Okay. Well, I always assume that the nearest stake is going to be like right in front of the boss. I guess we have this guy on our little, on the way, on our journey. This little side quest that we've... That's a pretty cool attack. Surprised this guy hasn't stunned yet. What the fuck? What the fuck? Sorry, I wasn't expecting this guy to be Dalsine, like... super bendy, man. That just completely caught me off guard. He went full bend, like... Alright. I dodged too early. I need to... I have too much shit in my bar. I need to edit that. I have... Yeah, normally third time's the charm, but I've realized I have over-cluttered this. It does not help me to have too many items. Alright. So... Alright. That is much better. The other thing I was wondering is maybe since this guy... Let's try the Uchi +7 real quick and see if that's better. There's a chance he has some sort of magic resistance. Four, 446. Okay, the moon veil is indeed better. I was just checking. It also has increased range. I agree. I think I need to level up some. One thing I have noticed, though, is, like, I feel like some people overstress the importance of health. I think I might be underleveled in general for this area. But, like, I don't know. I find health to be kind of lesser because it's only gonna get, like I've said in the past, I feel like it only gives you 1 to 2 more hits. So if I can't dodge the pattern, I'm not gonna be able to beat or fight the boss anyway. So, I mean, I'm gonna mess around with it for a little bit, but if I hit the wall, I feel like I'm gonna definitely level up vigor a couple more times. I also am not healing enough. Yeah, I feel like you're right. It isn't quite as, like in Dark Souls, you can definitely get away with less health. What am I at now? 33? I feel like that's not bad. It could be worse. I shouldn't have done that second attack. This guy doesn't seem to be that hard, though. I feel like I could probably get away with this, and then use his souls to upgrade my health. Or runes, or whatever the hell they're called. I'm surprised it even lets me summon the mount. It's not really better. Oh, that was almost bad. Get shit on, dog. Yeah, I knew that. I knew I could definitely abuse that guy. Whew. I agree, though. Beautiful music, as always. I mean, they never miss. I feel like there's, like, as far as their orchestral pieces go, they're so consistent with it. Like, they have so many beautiful soundtracks. Like, I need to just sit down and listen to one of them from start to finish, because I've never done that. That was fun. Oh shit. Yeah, I agree. You can't really enjoy the music during the fight because you're just so caught up in it. Alright, so I can definitely safely put 2 more points into health. I agree. It's just, I love classical music, so for there to be a game that consistently, like, comes out with these, or like not a game, but a company that, like, their games have these beautiful orchestral pieces, like, I can just sit and appreciate those because, like, I always talk about, like, the lack of modern classical music, and they're actively out here proving me wrong, you know what I mean? Like, but I don't know, it used to be that, I feel like that genre used to get, like, you would get significant contributions to the orchestral genre all the time, back in, like, the... Yeah, I know, there's, like, outliers, but, like, for the most part, I feel like there's, like, I don't know, it's not like it was in the, like...
Shadow of Colossus like that, too?
I don't know, I haven't played Shadow of Colossus. Like, I don't know, but, like, in the 1800s and stuff, like, classical music was being made all the time. I guess it was, like, just the predominant genre. I agree. Dark Souls 3 has some of the best sound, like, the best pieces of all time in gaming, in my opinion. Like, it's up there with some of the best. Alright, so where is this boss at? He should be here. Somewhere around here. Okay, let me double check. Ah. So let's go back to Windmill Village. I walked past it. Okay, I took the wrong path. Yeah, I believe I was supposed to go this way rather than the way I went. Oh, sorry guys. Yeah, now I think I just have to follow this way now. I appreciate the guidance. Well. On the road again. Down here. There's typically runes around here. Yeah. I went past it again. Is it up here? The dragon. Yeah, I'm looking for that dragon. I think I can just teleport from here, possibly. Shit. Nope. That's the wrong way. I have to go back to Windmill. Can't kill it? Are you sure? I only even considered fighting it because it was on the boss list. I've been trying to make sure I don't miss like cool, interesting bosses, you know? You're alright, Maru. Here? Oh, it's a boss. boss is a boss. Yeah, I've fought, as you could probably tell, I've fought a black knife assassin or two. That was cool. I forgot how ultra, they're crazy, aggressive. He actually killed me. Damn. And apparently the place I'm trying to go is here. I need to take all these other markers off my map. There are too many markers. I get so confused. The Erdtree is one of my favorite set pieces in all of gaming now. It's just so cool. Very majestic. Serene. Sometimes you just want to piss people off. I feel bad, but like I do the same thing. I'll be riding through a field and there's just a bunch of animals and I'll just swipe out a couple of them. It's like I gotta hone my blade. Alright, let's go destroy that black knife. This is one of those bosses that you have to be really aggressive with because he just has super long, drawn-out combos. Yeah, I'm two-handing. Hey, buddy. No heals necessary. William said I couldn't watch your live, I was making chocolate ice cream. Well, at least you got your priorities straight, man. I'd be better off making chocolate ice cream too. Good to see you though, William. Welcome to stream. Well, I mean, this seems like a thing I could do. Sainted Hero's Grave. Looks like I can spend one of these keys, one of those limited items that you get. I mean, hey buddy, I'm gonna take this now. Hope you're cool with it. There's like one lone enemy guarding the item, like. Alright, let's see what that talisman was all about. What is that? Crimson Seed Talisman? Boost HP restoration from Flask of Crimson Tears. Huh. Glad you're having a good day, William. It's always good to hear. Well, I guess we're headed deeper into these catacombs or ruins or whatever they are. I should probably heal first. Yeah, there was never a more obvious invisible wall ever. Ladders are for wusses. Oh, damn. He's like, I love ladders. Stop talking shit. Avid ladder lover. Like. So is he not invincible now? Is that what that was doing? No, he's just invincible. Or maybe he has to be in the sun. Oh. That's cool. I'm kind of sad that there's no mimics in this game. I feel like they could have found a way to work them in. I miss mimics. They're just like, it gave me a sense of paranoia every time I found a chest.
Is that supposed to be replaced by the infinite sense of paranoia that there's a hidden wall with some cool cachet that you're just not finding?
I feel like people do a pretty good job showing you messages, and even if I swipe every wall that has a message in front of it, I'm more likely to find those invisible walls than the people who don't do it at all.
Yeah,
I mean,
plus can they be trolling you with those messages?
Yeah, but once you realize that once it like doesn't work. It doesn't, like, I don't know, like, then you just move on.
Yeah, but isn't there certain, like, different...
That was supposedly that was all a glitch. Supposedly those walls were never supposed to be that, like, take that many swipes.
So it's not like certain walls break under 10, but some might take 100 to break?
I think I feel like that was a glitch.
Okay, I didn't know.
That's what someone on stream said, that I told them about the wall that took, like when the game came out, that took, like, a whole unholy amount of swipes. Well, that was a trap. How dare you use ranged combat? Oh shit. Wow, that guy dropped a level 5 smithing stone? Which, smithing stones are like the equivalent to, what's the Dark Souls term for that? Let me think. It's crazy that I'm blanking on this. I just played all of Dark Souls 3.
Bub, I really wish we could get a better TV so you'd be able to experience this in 4K, because this looks amazing. Like, those water effects look so good, and like that smoke and stuff. Like the smoke, I mean, remember back in the day where you could prioritize smoke or water effects? You definitely weren't going to have like a wave of like physics-based effects that were actually all going off where one wasn't like messing the system up more than the other. And this looks awesome. Like, I haven't seen any of this, so...
Yeah, it's a lot more vibrant.
Right, I was gonna say that. It's like, it pulls like that, how Souls is kind of like not soulless in a bad way, but
it's
you know
just,
what I mean.
It's very dark and
yes.
depressing.
Yes. Yeah, that looks awesome. I cannot wait to watch that on good TV.
That's funny. So, I just got an item called a human bone shard. In Dark Souls, you use undead bone shards. What the hell? Is this the boss? No. There's so much shit going on. Titanite shards. Thank you, Rusty. I was like, I kept trying to think of like, I was trying to think of the enemy that dropped them. Like, I was thinking of everything. I was like, what is that shit called? Gosh. Yeah, I guess you're right, William. There is that teleporting chest that's kind of like a gag, similar to that. I don't know if it's quite the same, though, as a mimic. Shadow bathes in light and knows weakness. Okay, that's just telling you how to do the dungeon or whatever the hell this is. Alright. Hey, buddy. This reminds me of Zelda. It just makes me think of some sort of like gimmick that a Zelda dungeon would have you do. Isn't there a dungeon in Wind Waker that has you reflect light? With a mirror shield? I don't think I've played all of Majora's Mask. I beat Ocarina.
Yeah, it's definitely an ocarina.
Let me know down in chat if you've played a Zelda game, which one's your favorite. A lot of the time it's going to be the first one you played. I have a fondness in my heart for Wind Waker, but the only downside to that game being the Triforce Fetch quest is just not good. It just shouldn't exist. And that is a prime example of why you should not rush developers. That was completely rushed. They scrapped whatever they were originally going to do for that section and just made it something stupid. Ow. I think the word you're looking for is chief, William. That says military chef. But we all get the joke you were trying to tell. It's pretty funny. I was looking at the demo of the game that you're working on, William, that you sent me. The little the video of the boss fight. I thought that was really cool, and the animations they just had a lot of character to them. I can't wait to see your future work. And like as an animator and as a programmer. I mean, shout out to you, William, for doing the damn thing. A lot of people want to do that kind of stuff and never do. Alright, so continuing onward. Bray, I may have asked you this question. Have you played Lords of the Fallen? I have not.
It's on the shelf.
Didn't mesh for you? Oh, okay. I understand, William. I wasn't... Yeah, I didn't mean anything by it. I just know that you're also actively trying to learn and practice your English, so... I think if any, like, since we had talked about this before, if I ever correct you, it's just for your own, like, to help you, because like I said, my grandma, she comes from Germany, and for the longest she had a very thick German accent, and she would mispronounce words sometimes, and I feel like because she had enough people around her to help her and like correct her and stuff, she slowly got really good, and now she doesn't even really have an accent at all. I mean, not that I can tell. I think if anything, it's very minimal. So, how do am I literally gonna like bring this guy all the way back to the other... Is he just gonna follow me? Is there... Where's the nearest light? There's not one over here. Shit. Now there is a lot of enemies. Follow me, buddy. Yeah, I did end up picking up Moonveil. Someone in chat requested that I go for it. And it's been fun. I can still get the other sword. I think, and if necessary, I'll even reset my stats for it. It's just, I just wanted to try it out, you know? Use all available weapons. Especially considering someone was nice enough to guide me in chat. Come on. Sucks to suck, buddy. Ow.
Alright, bud. Have a good session with the Fun Club, man. It's about time to go do some community outreach.
Yeah, take care, Dad.
I'll see you guys.
Alright. Oh, I'm out of cerulean tears. Unfortunate. Hey, you! Don't run away. Got him. Somewhere, a heavy door has opened. I really like that mechanic. Killing an enemy instead of having to go flip a lever somewhere is a lot cooler. Yeah, I don't know. I don't always like having to flip a lever somewhere to open up the door. Sometimes I like the door to just be open already. Boss fog. Oh, I don't have any mana whatsoever. I feel like I've fought one of these guys before. Seems familiar. They do reuse mini bosses sometimes. Or like dungeon bosses, like the burial tree dog. You fight them a couple times, but it's a different variation of those dogs. Like each of them is like a different, like one has a sword, one had like sorcery, so they're different variations. I like how this game, I feel like, keeps enemies a little bit more accountable with their attacks. And by that, I mean if they hit a pillar or a wall, they're gonna like get stopped like you would. Whereas in Dark Souls, their weapon's just gonna clear through that shit and hit you anyways. I knew this was gonna be a wipe. Yeah, that DLC's coming out pretty damn soon. That's why I'm trying to, trying to play some Elden Ring. This is my first serious playthrough, like I said. I've done some less serious ones before where I didn't really get that far. Ow. I also did not know how to build craft well. I feel like I'm just now getting good at Soulsborne build crafting. I did not mean to drink that one. That was fun. Onward! I don't like the piles of corpses at the end. That's kind of gross. Okay, so that was a little pit stop. Where were we even trying to go? Oh. There. The dragon, supposedly. I could just be dumb. I mean, I could be trying to find an enemy that doesn't exist. Or is not an actual boss. But I was told that there was a dragon around here to be fought. Ooh, very nice. I haven't played Lies of P. William did, though. William said he played it more recently, I think. Ancient Dragon Lansseax. Lansseax. I don't know. On a random hill near Stormcaller Church. That seemed to be pretty accurate to where I was. It's like around here. I will find it. I'm glad that you guys both had such an amazing time with Lies of P, because that just, I get to add another game to, you know, my backlog that I get to look forward to instead of like wondering the quality, you know? Because ultimately, from what I've heard, Lies of P is for those people who wanted a sequel to Bloodborne. And I still haven't played Bloodborne, but I'm here for Lies of P. Because it has good theming, it has a reason to exist, you know what I mean? Like, whereas some games just like, they're like, why do you exist? I did it, guys! I found the dragon. Epic. Good shit. Holy fuck, this guy's awesome. This guy's awesome, chat. He's badass. Holy shit. Miss. I only remember hearing about Stellar Blade because it got censored, supposedly, right? Like they updated it and made the main character have like less boobs or something. I don't remember. I think we own it. I think Dad picked it up when it came out. I've heard really good things of Castle of Illusion, Mickey Mouse. I am familiar. You said that was on, yeah, that's the PS3, Xbox 360 generation, right? Alright, so the dragon's just at the top of this hill. I thought I was going crazy for a second, though. I was like, where the hell is this dragon? You fuckers! The damn wildlife is fighting me now. The hardest part about dragon fights is the camera control. That's why Madeir is one of the hardest fights in Dark Souls 3. Shit. Ah, I think I'm supposed to be hitting it in the head. Yeah, can you see if he's like resistant to magic though? That was the one thing I was wondering, because the Moonveil might be a little less useful because of the magic. You know what, just for a control, I'm gonna see if the Uchi's better for this one. I do not think I'm doing more damage. So, certainly going back to the Moonveil. Guys, is this worth using? I've been wondering if there's something better that I can use. I think I'm gonna go back to this one because a lot of the damage I'm taking is physical. Is there something I've missed? I feel like that's what I was thinking, is like, how do I get more talisman slots? So the first talisman slot you get from defeating... Oh, I didn't fight Finger Reader. Or I didn't go to the Finger Reader. Okay, I need to do that. How could I miss that? Hello, creepy lady.
Only once before. Look, fine. You have earned out to become the thing as much from.
Yes. Thank you. That is way late. Okay, so yeah, and then the last one is beating Godfrey. So alright. Sick. I'm just glad that I did that before I missed out. Because supposedly you can miss out on that if you beat Godfrey. Is this worth using? William asked, "What's your favorite game or in movie?" That's a good question. Avengers Endgame was great. The only problem is when you go and see that movie in theaters, you have no idea when you're able to go take a piss break. There's no opportunity to just step out and go to the bathroom. Like, that was the only thing that I was kind of frustrated about. It was like, I was holding my bladder because of course you go to the movies and they have like these giant, like the most absurdly large cups. And you're like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be dumb. And then like you're like holding your piss the whole time and you're like, you were just dying inside. And I had to watch the movie again because I couldn't pay attention to half the shit because I was like losing my mind trying not to piss myself. And I was just waiting for the movie to be over. Like, and it was a great movie, but it was at the same time like I was just like, it was my fault, I guess. It's just kind of funny. Yeah, Metal Gear is a great game. Movies, okay, so I have a couple picks. I love psychological horror movies or like psychological thrillers. So a movie that I would recommend to you if you haven't seen it is The Game, featuring Michael Douglas. That's a fantastic movie. I think you might have to like go on like Amazon Prime Video or like one of those services and rent it or whatever. That's what I did because it's not on any streaming. But that's a really, really good movie. If I were like, as far as games go, that's such a hard pick. If I'm going right off the top of the dome, a game that brings me a lot of comfort, and I mean, Terraria is a good pick, but I wouldn't say that's my favorite game of all time. I've been playing that on the side recently just for funsies. Man, that's such a difficult one. Favorite game. If I had to narrow it down, I love my favorite arcade game would be Mappy. My favorite RPG, I really love Fallout New Vegas. I wouldn't say it's my favorite game. That's so hard. I'll just say my favorite Souls game is Dark Souls 3. That's probably my favorite. That's just so difficult. I'd have to think about that a lot more. Yeah, because when I don't take a big cup, I get so thirsty because the popcorn is so salty, and when I get a large cup, I have to pee. Yep. So you like, those are A24 movies, right? Hereditary just, it shocked the shit out of me, dude. I'm just, it gives me chills just thinking about it. It's just so traumatizing. It's not like, it's one of those things that once you've seen it, you just feel so bad. Like, you feel bad that you watched it. Like, I haven't seen Midsummer, but I've heard good things. Alright, so where are we headed now? Oh, back to the dragon. I'm trying to think, though. Scream is one of my favorite movies as well. The original Scream is just so fantastic. I like the John Wick movies as well. Those, as far as like, I would say John Wick 1 is probably the best action movie that's come out in my lifetime. Like, I mean, I can't think of many other action movies that really make me feel the way that John Wick makes you feel. Like, yeah, John Wick is fantastic. Me and Dad just, we've watched, okay, so when the second movie came out, we watched the first movie and then the second movie. And then when the third movie came out, we watched the first to the third movie. The fourth movie is so damn long, I don't know if we could watch John Wick 1, 2, 3, and 4. That would be such a long marathon. Like, it's already kind of a long marathon to watch 1 through 3. But shit, 4 is almost 2 movies within itself. Just but I mean, to me, the stunt work, the choreography, all of it, just so fantastic. Do I still have the Uchi on? He has such a small head. Yeah, I had the Uchi on. It was my fault. Yeah, I love Goonies, E.T. Fantastic picks. Classic movies. As far as the more classic movies go, let me think. I'm a big fan of Scarface. That movie just, as far as like a period piece, so good. Let me think. Other period pieces. I like movies like that that take you back to the time. I like Dazed and Confused. That's a good one. Let me think. Off the top of my head. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. But that movie's kind of a downer. I just appreciate period pieces that like really make you feel like you're watching a movie that was of the time. Let me think. Now I just want to keep talking about movies. You know, I'll tell you a movie that I don't think this is a controversial opinion anymore, but like it's, for me personally, it's kind of hard to get through The Godfather. It's just a little, I don't know, it's just a little slow for me personally. Nothing against it. I feel like it's still a classic movie, but like it's just kind of not, I guess it's just not for me. I appreciate it for what it's done for film, and I can appreciate the fact that people enjoy it. I also just recognize when something is just not, maybe not my favorite movie. But a movie that I feel like I can completely agree on the reception for is a movie like Pulp Fiction. Fantastic. As far as like throwing you for a loop as a viewer, not real. Why did I walk into the fire? Wow, William, you have watched, like, for someone who is not from the States, you have watched some very, very classic movies. Like, some of the most classic movies of all time. Like, Green Mile and Sixth Sense, I haven't even watched those movies. But I because of how much people have talked about them, I know how classic they are. Like, they're very, and I also, like, haven't heard about, I don't know the end, but people have told me that, like, the ending of Green Mile will make you cry. So, I don't know. Yeah, I've heard good things about the Punisher series. You guys have good taste. Okay. Okay, I gotta pick for a series. Let me think. Invincible was really good. Shit. As far as like superhero stuff, I thought, as for comedy, I thought, Peacemaker was pretty funny. But then again, if you're not a John Cena fan, it's kind of hard to watch that, I'm sure. Let me think. But yeah, Invincible is probably my pick. Or for like a lighter pick, I really like Rocko's Modern Life. Yeah, going for the head is 100% the goal. Yeah, I don't know. Peacemaker was one of those things that I don't know. I needed something that was kind of light like that at the time. I don't know. I wouldn't give it a rewatch though. So that can tell you kind of all you need to know. It's like at the end of the day, it was also like one of the first times that I felt like I had followed a show episode for episode, like when it came out. Because I don't know, modern TV doesn't really allow you to do that. Yeah, Invincible is just fantastic. J.K. Simmons fucking killed it. Shit. All right. Yeah, I agree. Invincible just kind of gave me chills consistently. I mean, and I feel like this is such an obvious pick, but Breaking Bad, I'm sure you've probably seen it. Like, Bryan Cranston, he was just one of my favorite characters in Malcolm in the Middle. So to see him do something so polarly, like so different, something that was so serious of a role, and to see him be like a character that you loved at times but also despised in others. Like, you love to see him succeed, but not for the right reason. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of show is just, it's gut-wrenching at times. Like, it's crazy how it starts off so lighthearted, and then as the seasons go on, it gets so dark, like, and very like I said, gut-wrenching. And like Jesse's character development, like, and then at the same time, like, Walt's character development in the opposite direction. Like, Jesse only becomes a better person as Walt becomes a worse and worse person. That was fucking exhilarating, chat. Holy shit. Good fight. And a fight that actually, like, you benefit being on your steed for once. Wow, that was something, man. Alright. I got a couple levels. 2, at least. I feel like health is pretty... Can one of you see what boss is next? I feel like strength. I feel like strength is probably good. That rounded it up to like 400 or something. I think I'm up to 400 damage. What site are you using? I've been using whenever I like for the boss lists, I've just been using shit, my phone's dead. The wiki, the Elden Ring wiki. I think I'm back to the Plateau, right? Yeah, a lot of the time it's hard to get them in order. I agree, William. It was kind of sad to hear that Matt Pat retired, but at the same time, I think he was just ready to move on and pass it along to the next generation. And that's how a lot of YouTubers are kind of feeling since they've been around for a while. They feel like they've done a lot of the content that they want to do, and that's totally fine. I think people just need to move on when they're ready, and unfortunately, some fans aren't ready for that. But at the same time, like it's for the betterment of the person making the content. If they're no longer feeling inspired or they're no longer enjoying the time that they're putting into it, then it's not going to be more enjoyable as the person watching it, Alright, I think I need to go grab another water bottle, so I'm gonna take this time and this opportunity to remind you guys to hydrate a bit, drink a bit of water. Sometimes we forget. I'm just so stoked still about that win. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I also grabbed my phone charger. Okay, so... there's probably a boss at that minor Erdtree. And then there's that ruins there, so I guess we could go here. Oh, it's because my bleed build. I think that's why I was able to beat the boss then. I got that critical hit in, which took like that good chunk out, and I was able to finish him off. I don't know. Still very awesome. Alright, is there gonna be a avatar or whatever here? One of the trees? The Lansseax? Am I gonna have to fight the Lansseax real quick? See, he speaks for the trees. There is indeed an ugly tentacle, dude. Ew. That's not cool. Oh, so when you said you were making ice cream, you're like making ice cream. Like, as in like, actually making it. That's pretty cool, William. I've never made my own ice cream. I thought you meant like you were just like scooping, like gathering and putting together your ice cream. So I need to be on horseback, I'm thinking. No, don't eat me! Oh! The piss cloud. Get out of here, you abomination. Whew. Well. Damn it. Sorry about that. one of these days I'm just gonna go through on my personal account and clear the whole friends list of all the people I don't play with anymore. Because I literally don't remember who anybody is. Any of my online friends, I don't know who they are based off their name. And at this point, I feel like it's just not worth picking back up again, so I just need to delete their names. I feel like a lot of the time it was just like, oh, to remember whatever I did with that person, but now that they're not the same name, it's kind of hard to even, like, remember who's who, you know? Guess it's just time to move on. It's like Dad said, it's kind of like a graveyard at this point. I can't wait for that all to be, you know, subs. For you guys just to be the people on my friends list instead of like all these like hundreds of people that I used to play with in whatever game. Like, you should show me how the ice cream looks when you're done in the Discord. I'm just like curious to see what like homemade ice cream looks like. I just think that's cool. Like, the fact that you actually just made your own ice cream. I mean, I know you can do it. Like, it's not like, it's like surprising to me that you can do it. It's just more so, like, the fact that you decided to. Have I fought everyone in this little area? It seems like I don't have anyone left. Oh, I can go in there now. Now that I fought the dragon. Yeah, it's like a little machine that like stays really cold and like it like scrapes the sides so nothing gets stuck. So you just put whatever like, you know, you like put like cream, whatever flavoring, so like chocolate or whatever it's gonna be, and then you like and then like it'll just keep stirring. And then I've seen them, like I have relatives who have them, but it was just never something that I like really, I don't know, was too focused on doing. I've made butter before though. For whatever reason my parents thought that would be a fun activity when I was younger, was just to make butter. And we just sat there and like just kept stirring and stirring and stirring. I mean, it was alright. It's just butter. I mean, it's not that exciting. By the time you get the butter, you're like, okay, it's butter. Can't believe it. Can't believe it is butter. The worst area in Dark Souls 3? I could agree that the swamp is horrible. My least favorite area is probably the Archdragon Keep or whatever, the area that Nameless King is in, because I think it's kind of boring. Like, I like the Nameless King's boss fight area, and I like how you like walk on the fog to get there. I think that's cool and stuff, but like, I don't know, the Ancient Wyvern is dumb as shit. I will die on that hill. Ancient Wyvern is one of the most just boring boss fights. It's not really enjoyable, and I hate the enemies in that area. Those snake guys who like extend their necks, I just hate them. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Twas an illusion. What's up, fellas? Praise the message and then try door. I can't. I think everyone can agree that the worst area in Dark Souls 1 is Blight Town. It's just not fair. Like it has such an aggressive ramp where you go from being like, "Oh, this is all right." Like the beginning of the game is like, "Oh, okay. Very chill." And then it's like, you know, Blight Town, if you don't beat this area, you're not going to beat the game. And it's mainly because you can get stuck. And I mean, I hate that when a game you can kind of get like locked in a way. Oh. Hello.
You're a tarnished. Surely you gold. Oh, tarnished. And what a finger.
That was creepy. I'm good. All pass. What area are we in? Is that this capital? We have a couple bosses we could fight in Caelid if we want. Yeah, we're not supposed to be in the capital yet. So where are we meant to be? Already fought Radon. Hmm. Atlus Plateau bosses. Let's see. My phone is just lagging. I'm sorry about this. I am legitimately trying to... Let me just make sure... Close all my tabs. Alright, so we fought the dragon. Yeah, like you said, I don't think I was supposed to kill that dragon. That's wild. I agree. Xbox 360 and PS3 were fantastic generations. There's a boss we missed here. Supposedly it's kind of like an Easter egg in a way. Yeah, I've seen this. I love dying to stupid shit. Nothing's funnier than just dying to some dumb shit. You know? Like I'm literally playing as a character who has like slain some super tough bosses, and then he's like, yeah, I'll misjudge this gap and die. Like a dumbass. Gotta love it. Take two. What's up, homies? Alright. Now, what's the right way to get down? That's not the right way. Evidently not the right way. I agree. Silly ragdoll physics are one of my favorite things. Like, I love playing Skate 3 and just dying to the dumbest shit. Just like or not dying, but like getting hit by a car and like getting sent flying. I find nothing. There's like nothing funnier. Here's the proper way to get down. Is there a statue somewhere? Am I missing it? Oh. Alright. Where is the imp? If one of you see it, let me know, because I was looking for a statue. Oh, I am so blind! It's right in front of me! Jeez. Embarrassing! It's Godfroy! Fucking Godfroy. Like, fuck it, we did not have enough time to name this one. Godfrey got Godfroy. Y'all rocking with Godfroy the Grafted? It's literally the same fight. This is the exact same fight. I was like, why is this so familiar? Oh, it's literally the same fight. Drank the wrong one. I didn't dodge. That's on me. William's totally right. We have Godfrey at home. Godfrey at home? Yeah, this is the Godfrey that you got at home already. Yeah, are you talking about Hall of Meat? The mini game in Skate 3 where you the goal is to break as many bones as possible? I'm out of heals. Yep, that's exactly what I was dealing with right there, William. I was hoping and praying that he was going to stagger, and he just didn't, because I don't think I did enough damage quickly enough. Which is alright. This almost reminds me of like a champion Gundyr type situation where you learn the original fight and then you come and fight a slightly more difficult version of the original. Hot take. Normal Gundyr, harder than champion Gundyr. You're just not prepared the same way you are for champion. When you're at champion Gundyr, it's late game. You have so many weapons that are really good, whereas you have your basic class weapon to fight, the first version of him. But I died more at champion than the normal version of Gundyr, I died more at Udix Gundyr, just the basic version, way more than the champion version. That's like right at the end of the game. That was just bad timing on my part. I missed. I hit the statue. I'm against a wall right now. That was just bad placement. I agree. Gundyr is a good and balanced tutorial fight. I think Dark Souls 3 is the first Souls game you should play. You should play 3, 1, 2. Even better, 3, Demon Souls 1, 2. Because I think Demon Souls will prepare you for the unfair difficulty of Dark Souls 1, whereas 3 is so well balanced, they're not punishing you in the same way that Dark Souls 1 is. Dark Souls 1 is slightly unbalanced, super aggressive, like it's just, the ramp is crazy, like it gets difficult out of nowhere. Okay. gosh. I love these optional bosses. I feel like some of the best fights so far have been optional bosses. Obviously, this is pretty similar to the other fight. I just need to get more distance when he does that attack. Dodged right into his attack. I got stuck on his leg. So, William, I know you said that you don't really watch Danish movies. Do you have a favorite, though? That was my fault. That's cool. Your dad makes movies? Your favorite Danish film is All for Two? Okay, it's a comedy. I was just wondering because I know that you said that, you know, even though that's your primary language, you tend to watch movies that are in English or made in the U.S. Shit. Yeah, I need to focus up. I'm gonna have a handful of trail mix real quick. Trail mix is one of my go-to snacks while streaming because it's so easy to just kind of eat while you're playing. Trail mix, protein bars, let me think, yogurt, high protein stuff so it keeps you full for longer. Shit. Dodged into that. Dodged into it. Bad placement. If you want recommendations for healthy snacks, I can always send some your way, Rusty. No sponsor or anything, but if you're looking for a good quality protein chip, Quest makes some that are pretty decent. You know, they're not quite the same, but I mean, it does this. It really fulfills the same kind of feeling of, you know, you eat chips because they're crunchy, and then crunchy, and then whatever flavor. That's really the only reason you eat them. So if you can get something that's doing this, like fulfilling the same kind of craving, but they're a little bit better for you, that's just what I've been trying to do over the past year or so, just to better myself. But yeah, Greek yogurt is my go-to, man. I mean, I've lost so much weight since I started eating Greek yogurt instead of like unhealthy shit. My main thing that still is hard is cutting out sweets. I mean, I'm just very bad about it. You can ask Dad. I mean, he bought a box of Kit Kats, and I just like, I have very bad self-control when it comes to chocolate and stuff. Like, it's almost like that's why I separated myself from it for so long. I like had no chocolate for like about a year or two. But it was because like every time I had it around, I would just binge on it and eat way too much. Binge eating is totally my problem. Like, self-control, like, I'm pretty good most of the time, and if it's salty stuff, like, because of how bad sodium is for your heart, I'm able to convince myself while I'm eating it, like, hey, this is too much salty stuff, you know what I mean? But when it comes to sweets, it's just like, it's hard for me to turn that switch off. Like, where I'm like, okay, you don't have to eat the whole damn box of the thing. I've gotten better as I've gotten older. I used to be so bad, though, when I was younger. I used to just, like, take, like, a whole box of fruit snacks into my room and eat that all in one sitting. Like, why the hell would... Like, I don't know how I could justify that to myself. Shit. I just wasted a heal. But yeah, the number one way to stay full for longer is having a good balance of carbs and protein. Too much, just carbs don't keep you full for long, but you know, you have a good balance of carbs and protein, and you'll stay full for longer, and you won't be as hungry. For a while, I wanted to be a nutritionist. Just because, like, I don't know, I thought it was a interesting job prospect. And I also knew that, like, if I did do something like that, then it would be helping typically, like, older people. And the reason I wanted to do it in the first place was because my grandma would just not take care of herself, and she would eat really poorly, and then she'd wonder why she felt bad. And I would explain to her that it was her diet, and like she didn't trust me because I was younger than her, which it's like, it's such a closed-minded way of thinking. Like, just because someone's younger than you doesn't mean that they couldn't possibly provide you with valid or like real information. Like, why would I lie to her about something like that? But like the second someone who's a little bit older than me says that, she actually listens to it. Like, come on. I mean, it shouldn't take like someone else to tell you for you to listen to this obviously like very common sense kind of information. Like, hey, eat more protein so you can build your muscles back. Don't binge on a bunch of, you know, Little Debbies and shit because you're a diabetic. Just common sense kind of stuff. Not to get too much into my personal life or my family matters, but it's sometimes hard to deal with, you know, when your elders are stubborn and they're not willing to listen to reason. I mean, there is something to be said of it makes sense why people say that you regress back to being a child the older you get. Dodged too early. Sorry, I'm sorry. I agree. We have way too many fast food choices. Well, the thing is, William, not to get too, you know, political or anything, even the options that you guys have there, your McDonald's, your KFC, your country's government has limited and regulated these food choices way more than America. Like, there are foods that they serve here that would not be sold or served in overseas. You look at, I mean, I've even heard people that I know who have who live in other countries, a lot of their products are nowhere near as unhealthy as the ones here. So it makes sense why there's an obesity problem. It's the food we're eating. And that's all I'll say about that. Because, you know, that's a dicey subject, and, you know, don't want to get too political, like I said. I just do believe that we should be feeding our people real food. If it's been proven that we shouldn't be eating certain things, we shouldn't be eating those things. And that's kind of just common sense to me. And if other countries are banning them, maybe it should be, like, the only thing it'll say in America is, oh, this product has a warning in California, because that seems to be the only state that actually gives a shit about like nutritional problems, like what's in food. Like, I just think it's wild that there are things that we know that cause cancer that we have on the shelves, that, like, candy and shit that we're feeding to our kids. Like, I don't have any kids, but other people, you know, they're feeding their children something that is toxic, and, like, it's just sad that nobody, like, it seems like a lot of people don't really give a shit about that. And we wonder why people have so many, like, eating disorders are so common in America, and it's like, well, shit, we're eating garbage, like, hyper-processed food, like. That bleed damage came through. Yeah, baby! That's what I'm talking about! Good shit. That's the other thing, is portion sizes. In America, we need to start regulating portion sizes. Some of these, like, why are they able to serve me a 64-ounce pop or soda somewhere when the can tells me I can only have 8 or 16 ounces of this? How can they give me unlimited refills on something that I'm only it's recommended that I only drink one 16-ounce portion of? How can I then go and get 64 ounces and how can they ethically serve that to me? Like, they know they're wrong when they're doing it. That's the problem. They're doing this shit and they already know they're doing something wrong. Like, I cannot tell you how much, like, I don't even know, but I lost a ridiculous amount of weight once I stopped drinking pop altogether. Like, once I stopped drinking, you know, I don't even remember what I was drinking in particular. Mainly cola and stuff like that. Like, once I stopped drinking that shit, I felt so much better. I'm telling you, like, I felt like so much better. My body, I felt like, I don't know. I just felt so much cleaner in a way. Like, we shouldn't be drinking some of this shit. And I only say stuff like this because I care about you guys. Because, like, I just know how much my life improved and how much my, like, health improved once I stopped. And it's fine every once in a while. You go out to eat, you want to get yourself a soda when you're going out to eat, that's totally fine. But, like, I feel like the people who, like, drink like 2 to 5 a day, like, come on. Like, I know people, someone in my family, John, if you're listening, can you not drink 12 Mountain Dews in a day? It makes your family concerned for your health, brother. I mean, and that's totally real. Like, there are certain people in my family who struggle so bad with drinking pop, and it's like, I just don't want them to, you know, have kidney stones or any of the various problems that come with drinking that, you know. Even earlier in the channel history, if you go back when we were playing zombies a lot more, one of our subscribers, Mr. Know-It-All, said he was drinking 4 or 5 monsters in a sitting, and me and Dad aren't the type of people who are going to guilt trip anyone, but we had to sit down and kind of have a talk with him, like, dude, that's not okay. We can't endorse you doing something like that. We're concerned for your health. I mean, and luckily he understood where we were coming from, but at the same time, like, if your support system is enabling that bad behavior, then you're never going to stop. Especially considering, like, he's a new father and everything. Me and Dad just felt very concerned for the brother because, like, we don't want him to like, you know, suffer. Because Dad has, you know, not to overshare, but Dad has had his fair share of kidney stones. So he knows exactly what it's like to have one of the most painful experiences that you can have. You know what I mean? It's not fun. So use that as a lesson. You don't want to have that same thing happen to you. Not to mention, you know, kidney problems in general. There we go. William, are you impersonating Rusty? You're the clean bucket now? What the hell is this? Mirage Rise. Touch 3 phantom crests. Where do I check that? thought that was an NPC. Boss time? Get shit on, Anastasia. Cool. It's like the butcher's knife from, oh, it's holy damage? Alright, well, I need to use the restroom real quick, so I'm gonna throw the be right back sign up real quick. Alright, so after a little searching, I think I'm going back to Caelid. Alright, so Let's see what bosses are in Caelid, Caelid Wilds. I feel like I might have fought most of the bosses there. Oh, never mind. I'm supposed to be in Mount Gelmir. This place. Hey, buddy, big old rat. Evidently, I've gone the wrong way. Take care, William. That's exactly what I said, Rusty. That's literally, we said that at like the same time. Like, as you were typing it, I said that. What the hell? Yeah, have a good one, buddy. Alright. Ooh, looks like we can get some loot. See you guys. All right. Yay, boss! Alright. Okay. Cool. Little pit stop. Why not, right? There's no reason to do that, but I did. I'm lost. Never mind. This is where I was trying to go. Holy shit. This is a fucking long ladder. Gosh. Is the end anywhere near? Yes, this is what I was looking for. Did not want to have to possibly walk back up that. No. Watch this shit. Roads. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Grafted scion, eh? Haha! I escaped victorious. You can't climb a ladder. A lot of climbing ahead, evidently. See ya, fellas. Oh no. He's climbing up after me. Better make it quick. Huzzah! Ooh, okay. Let's go pick this item up first. just need to focus for this fight. What the fuck? I have a feeling I am not ready for this guy. Last time we took the other one, so this should take us a different direction. Hello, sir. He sells a 4 stone sword keys.
How nice, please. How nice.
Alright. Seems like that was the most important thing to buy from him. That should be the map, right? Right here. No map? That was not the right way to go. Alright, so this is how you continue on. Get another quick golden seed. Ooh. like this area. I feel like this is as good a point as ever to wrap up this episode. It's been so much fun. Thank you guys for joining me on my Elden Ring conquest as we move through the lands between. We took down many a fearsome foe today, and I look forward to exploring the elusive Volcano Manor next time. Let's quickly upgrade our flask, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a lot of fun. Look forward to more Elden Ring in the future. But as always, it's been Brave from the Vid-Bits. Peace.